Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A play fake, now Young. And he comes back with one complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. In motion left, that's Thielen. Going for it with Sanders. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Dolphins nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and he's able to take this one out to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Dolphins in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. But they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. One of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 45 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now a second down throw for Young. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one complete to Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Achane. Fights loose. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. A run straight ahead with Achane. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Hill going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Deshaun Elliott. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in his first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Young. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running left, Achane. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle, Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here is 3rd and 5. Achane on the counter. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Mingo with the catch in the first down, and you need receivers like him. No matter the route, gets open and gives his guys some easy completion. Could be the brightest star among many new faces in the Panthers receiver room.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The second down throw for Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Young throwing complete there to Mingo. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. On second down, Young. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back now in Miami. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing, Young. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on second and long. Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here is Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's second and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 41. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now Achane on first and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw over the middle, taken in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On play action, Young. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Let's go now. Real green.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Dolphins 19, Panthers 14.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the back. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the handoff, it's Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here comes third down at 7.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And it is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Wilson going to try the right side. And a solid run down inside the 30. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Dolphins.